coldies. Mr. told me coldies. They haven't even been opened. Mr. doesn't like these because he says they mess with his, where are my glasses? He's always right about everything. What the fuck? And you know what I attribute that to? It might just be aging, to be fair to myself and my body. It might simply be aging, or to be fair to my decisions. You know what? In this era of everything is dangerous, I need to make my, I was going to show him this. He was telling me about all the poisons they found in something, I can't remember. But it made me remember a picture I was going to show him. Or when I'm showing people things from Instagram, like in-laws, or if I'm sending Mr. something that he's going to share at work, I want to make sure it's not a post from somebody I follow and comment on often, because 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to want it to be somebody to know my Instagram if I haven't shared it with them. So if I share, like I've shared things with his sister, you know how people repost things, but I made sure I shared a repost from somebody I don't follow, because they don't know any of my social media. And if I show somebody that I follow, then they'll assume, oh, this is a picture she wanted to show me, so it might be somebody she followed. Then they'll go into the comments, and they might be able to find me. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. We're not social media friends. We're not even social friends. We are bonded by marriage. And I definitely love, but the reality is we are bonded by marriage. And it sounds shady to the common mind who doesn't use their intellectual, morally balanced common sense. It sounds shady, and it kind of is on the surface. But at the root, the reality is there are some people that if you were not in their family, including immediate family, there are some people, we went over this earlier when we were talking about pruning your family tree, but there are some people that doesn't make them bad people, but you know damn well if you weren't in the same family by character alone, by personality alone, by values alone, by what you like and likes and dislikes and admire alone, without the family connection, it is not somebody that you would by choice be affiliated with or spend optional social time with. And the reality is, if I wasn't married to him, she's not somebody. We wouldn't be real good. We wouldn't be friends. We're not friends. But we are related. And that's another thing. There's a difference between relatives and friends. But I love her, and she's a good person. But there are a lot of good people with whom I would not be friends in this life for different reasons. Oh, I see what that is. They have a little thing so you can, oops. Yeah, so this is supposed to, oral spray plus sore throat. Shortens your cold plus helps relieve sore throat. Naturally with extra strength chamomile and valerian. How is it extra strength chamomile? It's chamomile. It's a natural, you know what? Boy, bye. You know how you know all that bullshit, this stuff is bullshit? I'm not saying it doesn't work, but it doesn't matter what they tell me about how it works. Because American regulatory is bullshit. As long as you make a million, you can do what you want to do. You put what you want to put in it and say whatever you want to say is actually in it. And just like it says, it shortens your cold and work faster. They say that same shit about the flu shot. I'm not saying don't get the flu shot, because it makes a lot of colonized people feel convinced that they are protected. And if they do get it, they are convinced that they got it naturally, as opposed to from the actual flu shot. But anyway, they are convinced of this, and the mind is a powerful thing. So they're convinced that if they do get it, it didn't come from the shot, and that the actual shot actually will help shorten the illness. See, Pharmaco is brilliant for that, because first of all, if you don't get it, you can't prove that you didn't get it because you got a flu shot. If you do get it, you can't prove that you got it from the flu shot. They can prove it, but they won't because they got money to make. But you can't prove that you got it from the flu shot. And when you do get it, if you survive it and don't die, there's no way for you to prove that it was a shot that shortened the length of time that you were plagued with it. Like, you can't prove, if I get the flu and have it for 3 weeks, I can't prove that I would have had it for 2 months. If I get the flu and have it for a week, I can't prove that I would have had it for 2 weeks if I wouldn't have got the flu shot. It is incapable of being proven by civilians. And the scientists and medical clinicians who can prove it won't, because they're financially invested. This is a well-oiled machine that the colonizers are running. I need to review this United States bullshit that I know shouldn't be bullshit. I was going to just not review it because I don't want it to... I don't want to give it any shine whatsoever, because even in this era, even negative publicity is publicity. All PR is good PR, right? So, I was telling Mister it was trash. But then I kept finding myself finding points in the documentary that I wanted to tell him about, because we are invested, because half of it is Chicago-based, or about Chicago skate culture. So we were invested in that way. And we used to be a part of skate culture. And I recently decided I wanted to get back into it. I want him to get back into it too, especially while his knees are acting right. But maybe it'll build up the strength in his knees for him to continue to act right. But I know he's scared. I wish he would have never... He injured himself a while back. And I wish he would have never got that injury. But again, there are reasons for everything. And God wanted him God wanted him to have that injury for some reason. Maybe he didn't need to risk... There's something else he didn't need to risk. So I trust that energy. I trust Goddess when she makes decisions like that. Sometimes not off the bat because I'm human, but in general. Because she know what she know when we don't know the things we think we know. So get yourself one of these home remedies and cross your fingers. That's all you can do. And just like when he went back to work, one of his coworkers came down with what he had on the same day. So I was like, it could have been somebody at work that gave it. I was like, you could have gotten it from him. He's like, I could have gotten it from him because I found out he was sick on the same day that I was sick. Matter of fact, he went home sick. And I was like, do you work around him? He was like, no, but like, I guess in the break room. And he was talking about the microwave. He's like, when you go to the microwave, because, when you use the microwave. And he was like, the microwave kills all the germs, with the cooking of the, whatever you heating up in the microwave. And I said, it absolutely does. But it doesn't cook the handle of the microwave that everybody uses to grab onto when they put their food, put their stuff in there, put their lunch in there. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't disinfect the buttons on the microwave. I'm like, you should out of luck where that's concerned. He was like, oh, that's true. Shit, doorknobs, whatever. There's no escape. Even people that wash their hands all day long, there's no escape. And that don't mean don't wash your hands all day long, because you got to do it. Don't be like that dude that lied and told y'all he don't wash his hands. He haven't washed his hands in 10 years, and y'all believe that bullshit. I don't care how nasty a colonizer is. Ain't no anchor man going 10 years without washing his hands, and y'all just believe that shit. You know how people say you're focusing on the wrong thing? Mostly coming from people who be focusing on the wrong things. But y'all believe the wrong things. Which brings me back to the Smollett story. But I'ma chill. I actually shouldn't chill. I need to go ahead and spill everything that I know right now. Or everything that I feel like I know. Because, I could be wrong. To be fair to the average human mind who would feel like coming back and saying, well, you don't know. It could be. I get it, so I'm not even going to do that. But I should tell y'all everything that I feel like I know right now. So that if that all comes out, and it never will. Because it's bigger than Jussie. It's bigger than Jussie. You know what else?